What is going on, everybody? We are back with a brand new YouTube video, and it's kind of crazy to think we are at the halfway point until summer shredding. So honestly, super excited about that. Heading to the gym right now, but this vlog is going to be a little bit all over the place because I am splitting up the days. You'll get what I mean in a bit, but enough of me talking. Let's get this intro started and get this video rolling. Okay, so little update with this prep going on. I'm actually just gonna hold this right here. But like I said, we are at the halfway point, so about 6-ish more weeks until we hit the stage in Toronto for summer shredding. And kind of a little update with the prep. Adjusted my nutrition so that my carbs are a little bit lower now. So I'm floating around the lower 160s, let's say that. And this morning I did hit a new low weigh-in, so you can see right here. As you can see, it's definitely dipping down into the low 150s now, which I'm super happy about. I feel like there was a little bit of a sticking point with the last few weigh-ins, but I kept telling myself, just keep going with the process, trust it, and it'll show sooner or later. So that's what's happening right now. In addition, also had breakfast this morning, so you can see right here. Did switch up the flavor of my cream of rice, so just tried out the new blueberry flavor, which honestly is pretty amazing, especially if you add extra blueberries like I did here and a little bit of peanut butter. That thing is like my go-to and the meal I look forward to the most each and every day. So I'm glad I get to have that in the morning. On top of that, you got the egg whites, turkey bacon, yogurt, the usual staples. So for the most part, again, keeping it consistent, and you're kind of just making slight tweaks just so it doesn't shock my body too much. But now we're at the gym. Got my pre-workout loaded over here. Obviously got the Ghost Pump, some EAs for intra. And this one, and you won't see this particular workout that I'm gonna do right now because I did record one earlier in the week. But main thing with this guy, I do want to see if I can get a posing update, kind of like physique update for y'all. Hoping that the room that I usually do it in is open, so we're banking on that. Otherwise, enjoy the voiceover. Catch y'all in a bit. Alright, so we got another voiceover over this chest workout that I did, and a little funny story with when it comes to bench press. So for the longest time during my preps, I always vowed to like maintain as much strength as possible with all my lifts, and bench press was one of them. So for me, challenging myself in not going below 225 for all my preps has always been kind of like a goal that I kind of go through. And funny thing is, and this has a lot to do with some recent chest videos I've seen people do, and the crazy part is you can have the greatest technique ever with bench press, but freak accidents happen. I've seen way too many videos now where the form is perfect, they're trying to like hit their bench press and then their pec tears. So last video I saw, and it was heavily influenced by one of my like inspirations, CG or Christian Guzman for those that don't know. Literally doing an incline bench, repping it out, doing weight that he's comfortable in. He felt good during warm-ups, and then his pec goes. So I'm like, screw that, that's not gonna happen with me. I'm at a point where I need to play things as safe as possible when it comes to my lifts, and I've come to a realization that there are many ways you could work out your chest effectively and still get the results that you want. So we made an adjustment. That's the last time I'm doing bench press, and I'm doing alternatives. I've switched over to like the plate loaded like bench press machine. So that's kind of what we're kind of rolling with. And yeah, like I said, for me, you could say I just got freaked out with how many videos I've seen with people getting their pec torn. So as I always say, safety first. That way you don't regret it later on. But that's kind of like my little story of this workout being the last time I'm ever doing a flat bench barbell press. So everything else will be machine or even dumbbells. I'm okay with dumbbells because you could get more of a neutral position, but yeah, barbell gone. Hope you guys liked that little voiceover, and yes, we did manage to get that posing video done. So yeah, glad the room was open with that. Hold on, it's kind of windy, but did want to get your guys' opinion on something. Now, I've been working on a few samples or a few new products that I'm doing for Pursuit, and kind of want to get your guys' opinion on these hats, or this hat that I'm wearing right now. So just got this in like maybe a couple weeks ago, and I've been wearing it here and there just to see how I like the fit. And not gonna lie, I do really like the fit of this hat, like the way it sits and the material of it. It has like, it's not super snug as other hats or as stiff as other hats that I've tried. And honestly, it's just more so the comfort level and the way it's shaped around my head. I think is pretty great. So I've been thinking of dropping these. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see this as a future drop, like coming soon basically. Like I'm thinking about it, doing just a little hat release throughout the summer. If anything, I'd plan to have this in two colors. This one right here, just a solid black, and a solid white color with a black logo. You can't see it, but there is details underneath this hat too. Underneath the cap, there's a slogan design kind of going on. So let me know y'all's initial thoughts down in the comments. Should I release these? Let me know. All right, so I made a stop at Walmart to pick up a few things. Won't show you guys what I got because it's just legit, just yogurt and just a few essentials that you already seen in my past videos. But we are gonna do a little post-workout shake. So got my protein here, which is the basic isolate and the peanut butter cookie. So typically, my protein intake when it comes to the powder form, kind of use 1.5 scoops with it. So a little bit of a faster way to get my protein. And this flavor, if you guys haven't tried it yet, if you're into like just pure peanut butter, like in general, this one hits for sure. So, but yeah, my protein intake right now, I'm sitting just a little above the 180 gram of protein mark. So early in this prep, I kind of stuck around between 170 and 180. As we dive deeper and my calories are going low, my carbs going low, I'm kind of making it up with extra protein just to help preserve as much muscle as I can, because that's the most important thing when it comes to cutting down and prepping for a show. You don't want to lose everything that you've earned through the off season basically. So that's what we're doing, getting more protein in the day. But yeah, see y'all next clip. A little bit later in the day, and we're finally doing a little bit of extra cardio in the form of golf with the pops. Got them in front of there. But this is the first one of the season, and I did promise myself that I'd do more courses. So we're at Shooters, which is one of the shorter ones, one of the beginner courses, I guess, because a lot of it's gonna be like par 3s and shorter distances, which requires more of an iron game. So yeah, I'm not gonna get super technical with it, but you'll see how it goes. Right to the left, it's in the trees. Yeah. Oh, it went over. First hole, it's kind of rough. Took quite a few hits, but second hole, made it on the green on the first shot. So a little bit of a birdie try over here. Got the pops hitting his second shot. I think he just hit it. Have no clue where it went. That's too short. It's low. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, short. That was a nice trajectory. All right, so a little bit of a recap. Now, I've always considered golf as the most frustrating game ever, and this day was no exception. So legit, did some practice swings early on, felt pretty good. First hole came, was decent. Next hole, okay, and then it kind of just spiraled from there. And I don't know what it is, but it's one of those things like no matter how good like your practice swings are and you think you got the form right, once game time hits, that thing totally changes. So yeah, there's a lot of factors that go in the game, but I love it. You keep learning from it. It's a game you want to keep improving on to see if you could get a better score. So also too, that was the first time this year that I did a full course. So, but as they say, the first of many. So I think I'm gonna keep this vlog a little bit shorter, a little more straightforward than my usual vlogs, but I did want to end off this video to guys give you a little update of where I'm at right now. Now I know with this video so far it's in the span of a few different days, so it's a little bit later in the week, and I will say a lot of progress has been made. So the progress that, or the physique update that you saw earlier, I would say it's a lot different now. So when it comes to where I'm at currently in prep, with it being 5 weeks out and kind of like getting into what I call the digging phase, I think for me, and this is the first time that I kind of felt this way about a prep, is that I think when it comes to like me being show ready, I'm gonna be there just on time. And now, and I say that because in my previous preps, I was always almost like ahead of schedule for most of them, and usually by 2-3 weeks out, I'm like coasting on my way through until show day. Like I'm basically like stage lean by that time. And for me, I kind of took it as if I drop any more body fat, it's just an extra plus. But with last year not being like my best when it comes to lifting schedule and trying to like maintain what I got the previous year, I will say I did put on a little bit more body fat than I expected. And granted, I did give myself a couple weeks extra to try to like make up for that. So I'm in a position right now where it's like the first time I think I'm just gonna get to the point where I need to be just on time. So it's hard to say if I'll be ahead of the game. Now, don't get me wrong, I am making adjustments as the weeks go by, and the progress I'm seeing now is actually ramping up a little bit. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, it's definitely a different situation than I was in previous competition. So I'm actually kind of curious to see where I'm at by the end of it. And from what I've been seeing so far within myself, yes, the shapes are still there. And that was the concern that I had going into this prep, was that I might have lost some muscle along the way. But with getting leaner and kind of seeing everything that's under, yeah, like I know for a fact that once I get stage lean, I'm ready to go, and it almost will feel like what I'm used to, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's where I'm kind of at with my progress in this prep currently. Yeah, slowly getting to where I need to be, and I feel like I'll just get there just on time. So in the meantime, we are digging, we are upping the cardio, we are staying consistent with the nutrition, making slight tweaks here and there, keeping the workouts as intense as possible as well, because we don't want to lose any muscle mass along the way, and kind of want to slowly focus on just lowering the body fat as each day goes by. So I've been very consistent with weigh-ins as well, and the trajectory with weigh-ins is going as expected. It is dipping down as each day goes by. So and there hasn't really been any major plateaus so far. So we are going to keep going, we're going to keep grinding, and yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And I don't know, I felt pretty good about it. I'm super excited for Toronto and just being on stage again, and I'm more hyped than ever with this particular show than any other show, as a matter of fact, because like it almost feels like my first show again, if that makes sense, because I haven't done this in a while. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Can't wait till show day, August 9. Almost a month and just a little bit left, so it's gonna be a good one. We're gonna cap it off there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Other than that, if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Then yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.